Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Do something a little different today. I tried this probably about 2 weeks ago and it turned out to be a lot longer than I wanted it to be, and let's try again. So get these, try to get them at least once a week. Shake it, don't break it. Sorry for the camera shaking. So these are dollar coins, or small dollars as they're known. The combination of SACAGAWEA presidential dollars and Susan B. Anthony dollars. And I've been often asked, well, what are you looking for in there? There's no silver. No kidding. I'm not looking for silver. Primarily, looking for the holy grail of the muled SAC dollar to quarter. I think only 16 of those have been found. 16 or 17 of those have been found, somewhere in that neighborhood. Since 2000, and they commanded an extraordinary price tag at auction. So yeah, that would be absolutely epic to find. But I'm also looking for Wounded Eagle 2000p SAC dollars, and then anything that obviously stands out that doesn't belong. Near date, wide rim near date Susan B. Anthony dollars. If they're in good condition, I'll keep. And any 81 Susan B. Anthony dollars. So I've searched. I'm looking off camera and into the corner. I started keeping the empty boxes. Incidentally, this is the first box that I've ever received like this, and these are from NF String & Son in Harrisburg, PA, and I do have some presidential dollars in the original wrapped rolls when they came out with the actual president's name on the roll, unopened. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what to do with those quite yet, but at any rate, it's first box like this. The other ones I've gotten are from Loomis, or the other name is escaping me right now, but the other more widely known courier. So I'll be interested to see what this has available. So getting back to what I'm looking for, muled coins, Wounded Eagles, near date, wide rim, anything out of the ordinary, and then any 81 Susan B. Anthony dollars. And they weren't meant for circulation. The key date is the 81p with a 3 million mintage. After that is the 81s, I think, with a 3,250,000 mintage. And then the 81D with a mintage of just over 3.4 million, I believe. And the 81D actually commands a pretty significant premium too, because those were just difficult to find in good shape. So that's what I'm looking for in these. And I tried doing a video last time and it just took way too long. So I'll see what I can do to kind of shorten this up a little bit, maybe just kind of go through them and come back, or just kind of give a summary at the end. What I do, rather than look at all of the 2000 Philadelphia SACAGAWEA dollars individually as they come up in the rolls, I set those aside as I identify them. And then when I'm done searching the whole box, I go back and I search those, much more closely. So with those, typically in a 40 roll box of $25 per roll, I've gotten anywhere from the equivalent of 2 full rolls of 2000p, all the way up to like 7 or 8 rolls, which is, rather significant for a 40 roll box. So it's almost like a coin roll hunt within a coin roll hunt, which kind of makes it more fun. And then lastly, for anybody who's wondering, well, why didn't you mention the Cheerios dollar or the Glenda Goodacre dollar? Well, I mean, in order for those, first of all, you would be hard pressed, and it's nearly impossible to find something like that in circulation. Those were all slabbed when they were presented to Ms. Goodacre. And then the Cheerios dollars, you'll never get the appropriate accreditation for those unless they're in the original Cheerios packaging, or they've already been graded as a Cheerios dollar. And then you're, cross-grading, or just you know, whatever it is, you may, even if you're just kind of updating the capsule or whatever. So, you know, those are kind of off the grid. And then there's the presidential dollars with the air lettering on the edge. Again, the only significant ones I think would be the ones that are missing it altogether, or there was one of the rare cases where the position in A and position B are overlapping each other. And simply all that means is which way the letters are facing when the coin is laid flat, say, for example, on a table with the obverse, right, the head side facing up. Is the lettering also facing up, or is it upside down when the coin's in that position? And there are some errors where both position A and B are overlapping. And those you could see as you're, you know, taking the coins out of the paper. So again, I don't spend too much time with those. So with that said, again, it's the first time I'm opening a box like this, and I can see into it. And initially, I had, like I said, I get these about once a week. And when the girl at the bank handed this to me, it was like 2 weeks ago, I kind of asked her if she didn't mind giving me the other box, because it initially looked like there's a lot of the presidential dollars in it, you know, just the higher gloss ones. But that's not necessarily the case, and I'm okay with it, and they still need to get searched, right? So here we go. I'm going to flip this box over because it does open from the bottom. And I'm not going to try to wrestle this thing. There we go. Cool. All right, there's one right there, 2000p, which is cool. I mean, there's going to be a ton of them in there, but that's the condition you would love. There's another one right there. Those are the condition you'd love to find a Wounded Eagle in. Right? Yeah, and there's a, oh, dang, no, I know. And those are, you know, I've looked through so many of these, I could tell almost by the luster on the coin which ones are the 2000p versus others. And then there are other coins in here, the 2000, they're the satin finish ones, which I've found several. And then there are the uncirculated ones that run up to 2008. And, you know, if you can find those in really nice condition, they are of the lowest mintage in the series. So if you can find a nice one, you could get, you know, something that's worthy of collecting or slabbing. That's an interesting, I'm going to say that's not even toning. I don't know if you could tell that. That's the reverse of a Susan B. Anthony dollar. And I can tell you now, I've already found one. It's been gold plated. It's also been significantly worn off, but that thing's been gold plated. Okay, so another nice one, and any proofs that I can find, which are, you know, just they're worth separating. That one's nice for the obverse or the reverse, especially on the end of a roll. And this thing's pretty janky looking. It's amazing how some of these are worn so flat smooth, and others look like, you know, they've barely been circulated. My understanding is the mint continues to pay storage for all of the extra SACAGAWEA dollars that they minted that never made it to circulation. The small dollar hasn't really been popular for as many times as they've introduced it, which leads me to state, and I've said it before many months ago, in fact, when the Morgan and Peace dollars came out in 2021, that the mint should essentially just do away with the paper dollar and $2 bills and issue business strike clad Peace dollar and Morgan dollars. And I think they'd be really cool, and I think there'd be a little bit more novelty with those being, you know, a little bit bigger diameter, but who knows? You know, who knows why the Ike dollar wasn't as popular as people had hoped either. So, okay, they're all out of the box. I think what I'm going to do now is, I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? We'll, let's find one of those. There's a nice one. And, of course, they're upside down. So we'll just open one or two, or just kind of, or three. There you go, boom. Just to get an idea of kind of how I do this. So I'll just open that up. And then they will go right back into a bank bag, right? And what's nice about this bag is it will fit exactly to where you could just zipper it $1,000 in dollar coins or $500 in half dollars. It's been a little harder to get half dollars. The bank's kind of getting a little gripey. The bank I use has recently been taken over by another one from out of state, so it's just not been a smooth transition. Okay, so here we go. So essentially, and I really don't want to touch the end one because I thought it was, yeah, it's a nice, there we go. So, all right, look at that, pretty. And that's a 2000D. So we will not find the Wounded Eagle on that, as pretty as that coin is, okay? It's just a dollar coin. So you'll never find a muled coin if you're not looking at both sides of the coin, right? How silly. Could you imagine if you're just looking at one side and never realize that that coin passed through your hands? Getting back to the 81 year of mint for the Susan B. Anthony dollars, in roll hunting, I've found 3 altogether in about 20 or so, maybe just over $1,000 boxes, and they're $1 coins. So essentially over 20,000 $1 coins. I've only found 3 81 Susan B's in circulation, which happens to be the same amount of Wounded Eagles that I found while coin roll hunting. So that just goes to show how rare it would be to find an 81 coin roll hunting. They just don't belong in there. They weren't made for circulation. They were only made for collector sets. And if you ever were to find one, it was obviously broken out of that set. So now what I look for on the 79P is whether or not it's a near or far date or wide rim, right, narrow rim. And the best way to tell that is to just take a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar and lay it next to either an 80 or an 81. And if they are equidistant off of the edge, then you know you have a wide rim, right? If it's not, then it's just a regular, you know, I mean, if it's nice condition, that's wonderful, but it's just a regular Susan B dollar. That's the best way to tell with them. That's the best way with them. In 79, late in the year, they changed the obverse to reflect that narrow date, right? Wide rim, however you want to refer to it. Yeah, these were never struck well, but some of them are just so nice. I mean, the luster, and then when you put them under magnification, you can see why it's so hard to find nice ones, you know. And an indicator on these, it's been kind of referred to more and more lately, is the eagle's talons. So very much like you would refer to the steps or the bands on the reverse of nickels and dimes, these eagle's talons are being used as a benchmark for wear. And even if they're not worn, some were just minted much better than others. And if you ever get a chance to hold any of these, and even some that are nice condition or still in a set, you might see what I'm talking about. So getting back to, and that's a nice, where was it, the 80? Actually, this is better. I'm not keeping either of them. So going through these, 2001D, Jackson, and it's just a lot of what you see when people search. Half dollars, you know, just kind of flipping through them. 2002P, there's a 2000D, and man, that thing is beat up. 2001P and 2000D. So the last box I searched just had a lot of the 2000 Philadelphias, and just made for, like I said, it's fun because you have a second hunt when you're done with the box, going back through the P. So this is a D. None of these are good. So those will go into the bank bag. And that's a good clip of money, so those will go back to the bank. Now check this out. Are you serious? Guys, I didn't see this when I unrolled them. Oh, daddy-o. Okay, so this, I have one of these in my safe. This is a $25 roll. It says golden dollars on it. And if you also look, ooh, please let me focus. Right there. Treasury. See that right there? This is an original, guys, this is an original roll from the U.S. Mint from 2000 when these were sold directly from the U.S. Mint. See, says it right there. And this roll is all brand new 2000 Ps. And I can tell you right now, just by feeling the rolled edge, these have not been opened and re-rolled. Ooh, this is a major score right now. I knew that box was weird looking. This is a major score right now. I'm setting that aside right there. All right, that's exciting. That's enough to... Whoo-wee! That's a major score right there. All right, let's go through these. And it could result in nothing, right? Shake it, don't break it. Sorry about that camera moving around. It's a marble top desk here, and whenever I put my arms or forearms on it, it's just rattling around. Oh, doggy, man, that's a good roll. Now, it could amount to nothing, right? Or it could have some, man, some super cool stuff in it. That's, man, check that one out. Look at that 2000P, baby. Now, I normally don't look at them right out of the roll like that, but when they're like this, I can't wait. So, all right, cool. This doesn't have it, but there's nothing worse than looking at the coin, looking for the Wounded Eagle variety, and then finding the beginnings of that, whatever that is. I think it's like a die chip. So it's not the full-fledged Wounded Eagle where it's got the full spear going through and then the half a spear next to it. So it's tough to see it be so close, but yet not even to count. Oh, man, look at that one. There's another one. Those are nice. And that is a 2000P. I won't look at that one. We'll put that one right there. I'll tell you what, there aren't that many in there. And then you get these. I don't get what the deal is with the finish on those. I know the Mint experimented considerably with the 2000 ones, even with the rinse on them and stuff, but this is a 2001P. It could be toning, or maybe they were exposed to something environmentally. You know, I've often referred to some coins. They seem like they were stored like in a coffee can or something like you would find in a machine shop or a mechanic's garage or something. Ooh, that's nice. I'm not seeing that one. I've seen a lot of the newer, what they call now the Native American dollars, which are the ones after 2008. I have not seen this one. This is a 2017P. The princess on the front, and on the back it says SACAGAWEA. Cool. I'm not keeping it though. I don't need it. I've got rolls of like super mint state SAC dollars that honestly, I don't know. I couldn't possibly send all those in for grading. And they would have to come back as 70s for them to really be anything collectible or, you know, of any significant value. So I think I just got to bite the bullet and rip those back to the bank. We'll put that in there. This cat's going nuts right here. All right, so that's that. That's a whole nother roll. So you get the drift. Let's do one more. Here we go. Maybe that one, and there's that weird gold-plated one. So let's see what we got. And it's always nice to, I don't know that I have it here, but it's always nice to unroll a roll and see like a super bright uncirculated copper edge for the Susan B's. This is not a bad looking. It's just a regular Andrew Jackson. Okay. So 2000p. Here we go. 2000p. And again, we're turning all of these over because we're looking for. That's a nice one right there. Mule coins as well. There we go. That's what we want. 2000p. 2000p. Regular 79. 2001. All right. Let's see if this cat makes it up onto this stool. You're going to hear a flop. You need a hand, Charlotte? All right, give me a second here. There you go. All right. So, that one was pretty cool too. I've seen this one before though. All right. So, the ones that are not flipping, they go back. I thought I had a second one here. Oh, yeah. Man, check that baby out right there. So, anyways, I mentioned the bank had just recently, it was a local bank. In fact, it was the bank I worked at and helped start, and then it got bought over the years, and then finally a company from California came in and bought it, and it's just not been a smooth merger, unfortunately. There's a nice 80. I'll look at that later. And there's the gold. Told you. Gold-plated. Susan B. Too bad. Man, nice. I gotta look at it. Not too bad. But again, I can't keep every nice coin because there's no reason to. Okay. 79. I wouldn't even look at that one because even if it was a good one, the condition of it was pretty bad. There is, I believe, with the Reagan dollar that came out, there's a significant error on that one. It doesn't have the lettering on it at all. So if I flip that one over, that one's going to get a little bit closer of a look. Oh man, that stinks right there. There's something on there. Something goopy. All right, oh, it is a P. We'll fix that. 99. All right, this will go into the bag. All right, cool. So I'm going to pause right here, and then I'm going to search a bunch, and then what I'll do is I'll continue to add to this pile. If I do find anything out of the ordinary, 81s, oh my God, Wounded Eagles, right? I'm going to set aside as well, and then I'll just go over it in detail. So hang in there. I shall return.